Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. So today's day 13. Actually, May 12th was the day for our dear brother Jagdish ji. He became Avyakt in 2001, May 12th. And it's been many, many years, and we had been hearing his stories. So wonderful. So just remembering him and thinking how precious these jewels were, and still they are in their angelic form, and they are helping us in each and every step with Bab Dada. So sending lots of love for them. And today is day 13th. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Today's topic, purity is the mother of peace and happiness. Now, we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Good. Shanti, everyone. We never thought that confusion is the part of impurity. Mm. Baba is saying just to say even why, how, what creates confusion. So Brahma Baba used to say nothing new. It happened, it happened. Mm. We don't defend, we don't argue. Yeah, drama happened. Mm. If we can do that. But impurity is not only vices here, but could be sanskar from the past. Some of the actions which we have done in the past because of body consciousness involving vices. Because there was always something or other, right? It could be little bit of I and mine, it could be little bit of attachment, it could be little bit of ego. Even now at confluence age, we have renounced 5 vices, but so many traces. Baba says progeny of each vice is lot. So impurity from those action, that means the sanskars, they emerge. Like there are some, they don't worry at all. And there are some, even they don't want it, but they keep worrying, right? It could be concern, it could be anything, but it's very interesting to observe and see, do I mm, feel confusion or do I feel disappointed? So today's homework is purity is the mother of peace and happiness. In Hindi it was happiness and peace, but now it's peace and happiness. Purity is the mother of peace and happiness. So when I am disturbed, I should look inside, right? Why I am disturbed, why I am reacting, why I am defending, right? Truth is truth, right? So Baba said there cannot be sorrow or peacelessness where there is purity. This month is a good month to keep checking what impurity I have. There cannot be sorrow or peacelessness where there is purity. So, check whether you are constantly lying comfortably on a bed of happiness. Hmm? Bed of happiness. It's a very, very interesting. So sometimes we are not able to sleep because of lot of wasteful thoughts. So we keep doing, keep busy, right? Whether you are constantly resting on it as an embodiment of peace. Maybe 98%, right? 2% sometimes you can't. Is there any internal confusion of why, what, or how? Or are you beyond this confusion in the stage of being an embodiment of joy, happiness? Hmm. And this happiness is supersensual joy, not external happiness. If you are eating a good meal and somebody comes and tells you something which is not pleasant, after that food doesn't taste, even it's same food. So there is mind, body, soul, body, external, they are so interconnected. Situations will always be there. But then what only I can control is my own thoughts. According to drama, sometimes Maya take our test, sometimes Baba takes test, sometimes we all take test of each other, right? But what should be the aim? I have to pass with honor. Because if you escape that situation, right, you won't get promotion because you didn't pass, right? When I came to New York, there were so many people concerned about me. Mm, how will you manage? New York is like this. Some even say, oh, are you able to breathe properly? Because there was so much pollution. But I said, but Baba has kept me, no? Some even will say, you won't manage, you won't be successful. It took time, right, for service in the beginning. So I said, I will not go anywhere. If Baba tells me, I'm okay, I will go. Because it was Dadi Prakash Mani's pure thought to have center in USA. She was in Guyana. She was passing New York. And then when she saw down, this is USA. Why we don't have center? She said, why are you sitting here? You have to open center there. And that's how we planned. Rented a very small apartment, $240 rent. And then we had extra 200 to eat. We were three of us. And from there, gradually, everything. So, test is test, whether it is place, whether it is person, whether it is any situation. Some places it's very, very hot. Some places very, very cold. You won't get a place where there is only spring, right? But we have to stay, we have to do service, and so always keep in mind if you escape one situation, then somewhere else, similar situation because you didn't pass, right? So all these things on this spiritual journey, I have so many experiences. Sometimes when I think, I said, "Oh, that," but pass with honor. I know that one person kept changing jobs because this is not good. The other person didn't change, whatever, 23 years. So when they retire, those who stay long term, mm, they get a lot of money, right? And those who just leave the job, right? So same is like my record as a Brahmin. It's very, very important. So no confusion, no why, what. Just check your um, impurity in the form of thoughts and sanskars. And then weaknesses. Some everyone has some limits, but we have to become unlimited. We have to become tireless. We have to become loving. mm, Love everyone. Make everyone feel belong to you, belong to Baba, right? So this is how we check our purity. Om Shanti. My car is not working today. I have my own vehicle, so it didn't work when I was about to go in a Vyakti room. Mm. So
Okay, that's why we have a different
right.
scenery.
It happened suddenly because I was going before 7:30 to be in a Vyakti room, but vehicle didn't start.
Wow.
You all know what is my vehicle is? Chairlift.
Oh, the chairlift. I thought you meant your body
Body is okay.
is your vehicle. And I thought, wow, but you look so well. Uh, all right.
Which way?
Yeah. So we don't have very long, and I'll get to that thing of conflict, not one of my favorite words. But first, I just wanted to again acknowledge beloved brother Jagdish. He was very special for me. And when I first met him in Delhi in early 1977, I remember saying to him, I feel I've now met a real yogi. That was my feeling about him. But until this video, I'd never heard him sing before. And he has such a beautiful, beautiful voice. And he was an excellent spokesperson for the organization. And of course, we haven't seen his likes again. And so, what is it that dictates those who are needed for the establishment, those who are needed for the continuity, and those who are needed for the end?
Well, I haven't thought about that, but
Yeah,
I
but there's
also
something.
wanted to say something
Yeah.
that we were together, no, in Delhi, and some or other we both became a spokesperson for media,
Mm,
everything.
okay.
So naturally we will talk and see, there was a time, now Brahma Kumaris are very known, popular, but at that time, from where money is coming, from where, how come anything happened, there were a lot of investigations. And so some or other he trusted and he will tell them to go to the center where I was in Delhi. And but what I liked was, which could be very good point, could be one shortcoming, that he loved everything perfect.
Yeah.
That means we go, all of us go to set up exhibition. So with needle, something you have to do. Even if little thread is seen, he will say, "Oh no, you have to do it again." And I remember that even dadis, no, because he wanted everything, God's work, dignity, grace, and everything. So it was like if we could make him happy and please was quite a challenge, right? But because you need people who are like that so that our standards can remain, right?
Yeah.
But then he also had the blessing, no, of writing.
Mm-hmm.
He said 3 in the morning, his pen will automatically start working. And he keep writing, keep writing. So I think that we must give him tribute
Really.
for whatever he did for Baba Yagya, an organization, right? Now, your question, maybe you will help to answer also. What do you think? No, see, these also, with the age and whatever, they didn't remain until end, no. So, yeah, what any,
Well, you could say that, as he's mentioned in a few Murleys about why the double foreigners were needed, and the
yeah.
double foreigners couldn't have come any earlier than what we did come, because nobody had come abroad to find us yet. So that's very evident. But these people, even such as yourself, it's kind of like Baba talked about yesterday about the grandparents and their love for the children. So Baba had the direct ones who were the first ones, but you were the next generation. So he already knew that the role that you were going to
Yeah.
grow into, and you kind of knew it yourself, not in terms of a role or a title, but that you would exemplify everything that Baba was teaching the daddies. And so there's some little secret in there as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But, Baba had said in the Murli too, in general terms, and it's a Murli I kept, that like the sun rises in the east. And so they were the instruments for establishment. And he said it would be those of you in the west who would be the instruments for Vinash. So
Closing the
in that,
chapter.
yeah, so it's just interesting to see, because you think, yes, we could make use of Jagdish Bhai today, but it's just, and I guess at the right time, the right.
See, it is the president of this country was able to create the ceasefire, for India and Pakistan.
Isn't
So,
this amazing?
yeah.
I just,
So it's like there is some connection there.
there's
Mhm.
there's something, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But let me get on to something else, although I'm sure we could spend a lot more time on it. And it's this thing of confusion. And, they all laugh here because they say, oh, Sister Wadi doesn't like to hear the word confused. I'm confused. And so isn't confusion always indicative of some kind of an inner conflict? Isn't everything to do with an inner conflict?
Inner conflict could also be that you want not to be moved, not to, get disturbed. So internally you are making effort. And that effort could also be a conflict for a while, no?
Oh,
Since
yes.
I'm trying to be stable, but
Exactly.
it's not,
Exactly.
it's not working. So that's,
Yes.
I don't want to be disturbed, but I am disturbed. So it's
Yes.
a conflict inside.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and also like some situations you wanted to let go, but they keep coming back in the thought.
Yes.
This little struggle for
Mm-hmm.
maintaining our stage, this can be seen as a conflict, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we have to be, I think still I feel lot of attention on our efforts and some of the practices. And like I was mentioning, that Brahma Baba could just say nothing new. And I have feeling that he was able to manage with not allowing the thoughts to come. But sometimes Baba said, oh, it's such a big family, I have so many children. So Baba also has certain concerns. Baba has more responsibility than all of you. But then I think his quality of efforts, whether remembrance of Baba or body conscious, soul conscious state, looking at others as souls, his practice was like consistent, and our practice is not consistent. So I had been really thinking how we can, Baba said, follow Brahma Baba's footsteps. But for me, whenever there is a situation, I immediately, but Baba had so many obstacles. Baba passed with honor. Why can't we do it? So it inspires me immediately as soon as I think of Brahma Baba. Okay, continue, go ahead, move forward. You have to reach to your destination.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. And that's why Baba keeps saying, look at Brahma Baba, follow Brahma Baba, which I do very often.
You
Any
said he didn't even allow the thought to come,
he did it.
so that there would be any conflict, which then, as you said earlier, can sometimes result in disappointment with one's own self. Yeah.
Disappointment or aim to make it and is taking more time, so it becomes a struggle, right?
Maybe one of the things, and this came up, it must have been, I presume it was Saturday night, because I wasn't around the last two nights. Something that you spoke about, and would like you to make the distinction, and maybe that can help me then to be more like Baba. And you have an abundance of this. And it's like self-respect is one thing, but the other thing you mentioned was self-trust. Can you elaborate on that? How you dealt with when there was criticisms or something like that. So I love the idea of self-trust. Could you speak a bit more about that? Self-respect is kind of like textbook stuff, the beginning of the
Mm.
course. But what is self-trust manifest?
I think that in silence, you try to listen to your inner voice, in the sense of there is always a little soft, gentle, humble
Oh,
voice which directs you, but mostly we don't listen. We listen externally, what people say, this one says, that one says. But for me, I always go in and or look at Baba and see what Baba, if Baba trusts me. It's very important because, like, one thing I remember when we got Peace Village, the way Dadi Prakashmani told me, we got this place because we trust you.
mm-hmm.
And then I realized that one of the things which creates trust is you take something and you finish it.
Okay.
But if you, because Dadi Gulzar used to tell us when we were in teachers beginning, anything you begin, that's where difficulties come, like practically when you do something. And those who are able to complete it, not seeing what are the obstacles, is the best teacher. Because then you are example that there
Mm-hmm.
were so many things happen, but still you got to come. So I think that looking at Baba, he kept his mind very healthy until end. His intellect, power to discern, excellent body was very good.
Well, what about you? Tell me about you. I
So
know
that's
about Baba.
no, but as you said that we are grandchildren
Mm-hmm.
because we are the second generation. I
Mm-hmm.
like that very much to think of. But also, I think that at this time, I find that a lot of, all our ancestor souls somewhere are helping all of us, each one of us. Like Dadi Janki had said, wish. But from very beginning, I was telling someone that why Baba will take me to show the stock, why they will make me sit all the time when Dadi Prakash Mani had meeting with the engineers, and many, many decisions were made when I am there and I was young. They were quite old. But now I realize that all that I had to do, or at least advise or give some suggestion. So I realized that how from very beginning Baba knew what will be my role. And that is why he put in me all those external and internally. Internally also, but externally, lot of things I learned was because Baba and Prakashmani Dadi, or even Dadi Janki, put me in publishing, put me in, this IT, put me here. And I said, Dadi, I don't know all this. Oh, you will be able to do
Yeah.
it. You do it. You will be able to do. So I feel that all these variety experiences of doing so many things definitely helps. So that means they were seeing my part. And I also once always felt responsible for a yagya. And yesterday I was telling everyone that my expectation from everyone is that you maintain that yagya as yagya, where everyone feel belonging, everyone, because everyone is giving their life to yagya, right? So my duty is to make not only my life successful, but everyone's life should be successful. And that is my success, right? If I have many, many, starting in New York from Gayatri, Sita, and means so many kanyas. And I'm
Yeah.
very happy to see that they are grown and they are, but no kanya comes to me and get disappointed, or I am not able to set a good example for them. Even we might say this one is like that, for younger person. But then I have to be example, right? Otherwise, from where they learn. So I think that this whole feeling of yagya has to be there. I am okay, but others are okay. Like if I have eaten, that's okay. But what about others? No, has everyone eaten? Has everyone had enough food? For little things also, because this is from like I learned from Brahma Baba, Dadi Janki. What I do, others will learn, right? And how to make people belong and inclusive. Whenever you decide something, anything, let those who are around you sit there in that discussion so they learn
Yeah.
how to decide. But if we just decide and do everything and they don't know anything, right?
It wouldn't be fair of me now to ask this question after what you've just said. That you have that equal vision. It's like everybody needs to participate, everybody needs to be included, etc. But there must be ones that you're showing how to do certain things that you're not necessarily showing everybody else just according to drama. Is it that you also have a sense of what they're going to do in the future, or is that not a fair question?
No, what they will do, but whatever they do, and they are successful, right?
Right.
Because
Okay.
they will remember that my immediate instrument did this, I should also do. But
Okay.
if you don't do it, then how will, your reference will never come in that.
Right.
So I find that is lacking a lot all over. And that sometimes causes concern to me that how will the younger generation be sustained if I am not a good example, right?
Okay.
So that's what I'm seeing, that I always feel that if I cannot do tomorrow, is there anyone who can continue, right? Because
So
no
this,
one can be there forever, right?
no.
So you have to have air souls, though.
Will this be a topic when all the teachers get together in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Why not?
good. Why not? It's
Not
a
only
good
good, but
topic.
it's important.
Important. Okay. Yeah.
See,
I,
that's where hands are created. No?
mhm,
How many hands one has created? It's not only physical way, but even in a spiritual way, right?
mhm. Okay, Didi, we'll have to finish, much
Okay.
as I enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vadi.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, family.